The Poco X3 Pro in 2022. Hey peeps, what's up? Munchie here, back with another video, and let us talk about the Poco X3 Pro in 2022. This video is for the current owners and the prospective new owners if you have any plans of buying the Poco X3 Pro in 2022. Now, do note this device is Poco's flagship device, and you can see the flagship level animations which we have with the ever so famous poop launcher. The broken animations have not yet been fixed, and trust me, they are never going to be fixed. Why is that? That is because the developers over at Xiaomi Poco, the rebrand kings, they do not know how to fix these animations, because I think poop launcher animations have been broken since ages and they do not have a resolution for that. Every now and then a new APK comes with like, we have enhanced performance, blah 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 blah. So the same old changelog has been going on for more than a year now. Next up, you got your MIUI 12.5 Enhanced Edition on the Poco X3 Pro. Now, MIUI 12.5 Enhanced Edition in itself is a joke. The features of your extended RAM, virtual RAM, giving you more RAM are just marketing hypes, and that's about it. The real issues were the Poco X3 Pro's bricking. Now, most of them did brick on MIUI 12.5, but there have been instances of the devices bricking on AOSP based custom ROMs as well. So, did Poco ever talk about or ever acknowledge the issue of bricked devices? Did they ever try to look into those issues? The blunt answer, my dear friends, is no. Then you have the device with touch issues. Yes, the Poco X3 Pro has touch issues. I still get comments on my videos, hey Manji, I break my Poco X3 Pro, or I have touch issues. How do I fix it? The touch issues were, I think, acknowledged by Poco Global a little bit, but Poco India, they believe in just hyping up the device before launch and then totally forgetting about it. So this is the real truth about the Poco X3 Pro. Their manager, their chief of India would go on their Poco AMAs and say we didn't want to create a paper monster, which is why we launch few devices in a year. Well, my dear friend, the real truth is you get permission to rebrand only a few devices, and this here is a paper monster in my opinion. I do have a long-term review about this one which is linked in the description of this video. The other thing is Snapdragon 860. So right now we are running on this one, we are running MIUI 12.0, because to be very honest, me personally, even I am afraid of breaking my device at MIUI 12.5, which is why I am running MIUI 12.0.5. So coming back to Snapdragon 860, right now we are running Android 11. Now do note that the Poco X3 Pro I think is the only device in the world other than I think one of the Mi Pads which might be running the Snapdragon 860. So in the smartphone world, Poco X3 Pro is the only one which has Snapdragon 860, which means that when it comes to updating drivers for the next Android version, providing support for the next Android version, this 860 will be at the lowest priority for Qualcomm, which means that Android 12 rollout, I don't know how it is going to be, how fast it is going to be. So what I'm talking about over here is the long-term support from Poco themselves for this specific device, because for Qualcomm, one device with Snapdragon 860 gets lower priority as compared to say a Snapdragon 765 or any other Snapdragon which has more than one device. Now, the custom ROM support for this device, super awesome. I mean, there is no two opinion about that. We do not have great developers. We have awesome, great developers for the Poco X3 Pro, but you need to come back to reality as well. And for new owners, my personal opinion, stay away from Poco X3 Pro. That's it. even if their device like explodes, the reason they give on Twitter or their responses are, do not puncture your battery manually. So are you looking to get in with the brand which is like so arrogant about it? Poco F1 is a pretty good example of their arrogance. The battery price for the Poco F1 replacement battery price went from 1999 to 2999, and now, my dear friends, it is 4999 Indian rupees before taxes. So if they do the same thing with the Poco X3 Pro, what are you going to do? Nothing. You cannot do anything. So new owners, stay away from the Poco X3 Pro. It's just a paper monster. Existing owners, my current advice to you is, most of you might not like this advice, but at the first chance which you get, go ahead, exchange the device, get something else, because who knows what 2022 is going to bring for the Poco X3 Pro, whether you're going to have more bricks, whether you will get MIUI 13 with Android 12 or not. So this device is filled with uncertainties, and that all is because of Poco India and Poco Global, because all they know is how to rebrand a device. So those were my opinions about the Poco X3 Pro in 2022, and hope my video helped you. Likes, shares and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.